finish the sentence. The next 50 years of storytelling is going to be about.
Ooh, that's a good question. The next 50 years of storytelling is going to be about First Nations stories being told for and by First Nations people.
Represent communities which haven't been represented before.
A sense of justice behind it, make the community better.
Representation in marginalised areas of the world.
The next 50 years of storytelling
is going to be about uncovering previously untold stories.
Individual stories, very character-based, something that explores a lot of our past, I think.
Elevating the voices that don't often see the light.
Authentic and fresh backgrounds.
Getting into the nitty-gritty of Australian stories, whether that is audio or whether it's on screen.
Hearing more and diverse stories from lots of different storytellers across the country.
The reorganisation of the world and dealing with climate change and dealing with population movement.
very focused on cultural hybridity, especially as Australia moves to become more of a multicultural nation.
Aspects of difference, minority, diaspora, and the nuances of what it is to be Australian.
The next 50 years of storytelling
is going to be about
involving participants in the filmmaking process. Is a movement towards a more equitable way of making films.
Storytelling that provides an alternative to algorithms and machine learning.
More and more personal stories, because the personal and the specific is the universal.
Imagination is about community, is about authenticity.
Coming from a rainbow background, I think we are poised to really bring in that equality and bring in that storytelling of being raw and honest.
More brave, more open towards each other. I feel like that opens up a new level of emotional connection for society, I think.
Stories that inspire people to think anything's possible in their endeavours and inspire them to have the courage to pursue what they want to pursue.
The next 50 years of storytelling
is going to be about
how do we use technology and how do we use innovation in a really clever way.
There will be different industrial pressures, different platforms.
Exploring new genres, exploring new mediums.
Old paradigms in new perspectives.
So I feel like there's elements of film and storytelling that probably don't necessarily ever change.
That really primal experience of finding who we are as people.
Life, death, love.
Relationships and drama and conflict.
I still think somewhere that in my soul that even 50 years from now, there'll be people going out with, one camera and a couple of actors to a real location and creating screen stories in the real. So, what's not to love about that? I couldn't be more excited to watch what's coming next, and I don't think we can quite predict it because I think people are going to go off the book now.
Everyone around me, I'm like, this is so exciting that we get to do this together.
And the amount of inclusive, forward-thinking content there will be with the up-and-coming creators that are entering into the industry now is going to be incredible. Watch this space.
The next 50 years of storytelling is going to be about digital. Am I wrong?
Artificial intelligence taking over and us all not having a job. Hopefully not.
So the next year, start again. Boop.